Welcome to Hackit Bootcamp Cohort 3. I'll be taking you through Introduction to Security Operations Center. I am Mburu Karanja. So by the end of this session, we have to go through these 4 parts. First part is an introduction to Security Operations Center. I really have to define what SOC is. Second part is have an overview of SOC operation tools and technologies. Third is Security Operations Center scenarios and the practical application of AI and security tools. And fourth part is best practices for a career in cybersecurity. So the first part where we're gonna do introduction to Security Operations Center. By the end of this part, you will be able to understand the purpose and importance of Security Operations Centers in cybersecurity, identify the key functions and roles within Security Operations Centers, and recognize common cybersecurity threats and how real-world Security Operations Centers mitigate them. So first part where we have to define what Security Operations Center is. So basically, Security Operations Center is a team responsible for protecting an organization from cyber threats and improving its cybersecurity posture. These teams can be in-house or outsourced and continuously monitor for things like user accounts, computers, servers, networks, and websites to catch threats in real time. And their main goal is to detect, respond, and recover from cyber attacks. So, to begin with detecting, SOC teams must spot hidden threats before they cause harm. This can mean responding to alerts about suspicious activity or actively searching for unusual behaviors in system logs. Respond. When a threat is detected, the team quickly investigates to confirm if it's real. They determine the attack scope and goal. And third, recover. The priority for a SOC team is to keep operational services secure and running smoothly. After an attack, the team works to restore systems and prevent future incidents. But note, a Security Operations Center does not just react, but also hunts for emerging threats and patches vulnerabilities before attackers can exploit them. So some of the functions I have listed here of Security Operations Center include continuous monitoring. And in this case, the SOC Operations Center or the SOC teams use powerful tools like the security information and event management tools, the XDR, the SOC, to monitor the entire environment 24/7. Compliance management. Here, the SOC ensures that security tools, the processes, and applications that have met the privacy regulations, we call them Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. There is another one called Global Data Protection Regulation and the Family Education Rights Privacy Act, among others. Yeah. And for the log management, it's where now the SOC collects and examines log data from every system and devices within the organization to track normal and spot any abnormalities that could signal threat. That where we have the incident response. When an attack is detected, the SOC team takes quick action to minimize the damage and keep the organization running. The asset and tool inventory is where now the SOC needs a clear view of assets it's protecting and the tools it's using. This is to effectively defend the organization. Yeah, you have to understand the organization tools and what they are protecting their infrastructure from. The other one is root cause investigation. It's where now to prevent future attacks, the SOC investigates what went wrong during the incident, and it will identify vulnerabilities and weaknesses in the security system or the process. And now the security refinement is where, using the lessons that have been learned from an incident, they will update the security practices, they improve the policies, and they strengthen the overall defense strategy to prevent similar attacks in the future. And the last one from my slide, reducing attack surface, is where the SOC works to minimize the organization exposure to cyber threats by managing assets and workloads. And this, they will apply security patches and fix enemies configurations and add new security measures as needed. And this one, by doing this, they will stay ahead of emerging threats in the future. So that's it for the functions of security operation centers. Now, when it comes to some of the roles in the security operation center, we have a security analyst. But before we dive into these roles, let me read through this. A SOC is only as strong as the team behind it. Each member plays a critical role in detecting, analyzing, and responding to threats, whether it's a SOC manager, overseeing operations, security analyst, handling incidents, or threat hunter, proactively identifying risks. I have just listed a few from my slides. We have the security analyst, who will identify, prioritize, and isolate threats. We have threat hunter, who will investigate deeper and cover hidden threats. And we have a security engineer, who will strengthen defenses and patch vulnerabilities. We have others like forensic analyst, who is mostly in large organization, and they will analyze breaches to identify root causes, system vulnerabilities, policy violations, and attack patterns to prevent future incidents. We also have a SOC analyst. I didn't list them. They monitor and security alerts, investigate incidents, and escalate findings. And security operations center analysts, they use security tools to detect and respond to threats in real time, like the CM. And we have also the incident response specialist, who they handle and mitigate security incidents containing threats, recovering systems, and documenting events for future improvements. We have others like director of response. You can check through different roles. And a strong SOC helps organizations stay ahead of evolving cyber threats. This isn't an easy task, as both attackers and defenders are constantly developing new technologies and strategies. Here's just some few common cybersecurity threats that security operation centers monitor and mitigate. First is phishing. And in phishing, cybercriminals trick individuals into revealing sensitive information by posing as legitimate entities through emails, messages, or fake websites. We have distributed denial of service, where attackers overwhelm a network, server, or website with excessive traffic, causing slow down or causing crashes. We have ransomware, a type of malware that logs off or encrypts data until a ransom is paid, often disrupting entire organization. We have data exfiltration, where cyber criminals steal sensitive data from an organization to sell it, exploit it, or use it to identify theft or corporate espionage. And we have insider threats, where employees, contractors, or business partners with access to an organization's system can pose risks, either intentionally or unintentionally. We have others like unauthorized access, where attackers can gain access to system or data without permission, often through weak passwords, storing credentials, or system vulnerability. We also have malware. This is malicious software including viruses, ransomware, and spyware. And it's designed to damage or gain unauthorized access to system. Just some few, there are others. So we have the structure of a SOC, and it varies based on the needs, size, resources of an organization. And here it's how different industries apply various security operation system models based on the size and expertise of the organization, and how tools play a key role in enhancing security operation. Here is just a scenario. Yeah, might not be a real scenario, but it's an example. We have a mid-sized regional bank that faces a credential stuffing attack, and we have some of its detail where we have financial services. It's an industry of in financial service or banking, and it has around 2,000 employees, operations in 5 states. And the security operation model co-managed. So, remember, we have different security operation center. We have co-managed. We have MSSP. We have I don't recall the other one, I forgot. So depending with the model that you are going to use, we can have like a scenario, but you can have a real world scenario, like there's this okay, I lost them. Yeah, but you can search for real SOC operation applications. Then second part here, an overview of SOC tools and technologies. This is our second part, and by the end of this part you should be able to describe the capabilities and features of our SOC tools and technologies. Also identify how comprehensive solutions are integrated with SOC operations. And lastly, we explain the benefits of using AI in cybersecurity and security operation centers. So what tools do like security operation center use? Here is some of the tools that they use to detect, respond, and to recover from security incidents. We have the CM, or the Security Information and Event Management System. This solution aggregates data from multiple security systems and log files, helping teams detect evolving threats and respond quickly. Using AI and threat intelligence, it allows SOCs to streamline incident response and stay ahead of potential attackers. We have the SOC, or the Security Orchestration, Automation and Response. This platform automates recurring and predictable enrichment, response, and remediation tasks, freeing up time and resources for more in-depth investigation and hunting. We have the XDR, the Extended Detection Response. This solution integrates data from multiple security products, providing a comprehensive approach to threat detection and response. It offers visibility across endpoints, servers, cloud environments, and emails, while automating responses to security challenges. We have Firewall. This tool monitors traffic to and from the network, allowing or blocking traffic on security rules defined by the Security Operations Center. We have the Log Management. This solution collects and organizes alerts from all security tools and networks devices, offering a clear view of all activity within the system. And we have Vulnerability Management, where this tool now scans the organization systems and network for weakness that could be exploited by attackers. And we have the User and Entity Behavior Analytics, and this technology uses AI to analyze data collected from various devices to establish a baseline of normal activity for every user and entity. When an event deviates from the baseline, it is flagged for further analysis. Yeah, these are some of the tools that are in the security operation Center. Proceeding, we have how do security tools support security operation centers. And there is a wide array of solutions available to help a security operations center defend an organization. And the best ones work together to provide complete coverage across on-premises and multiple clouds. By integrating security tools, organizations can reduce blind spot, automate responses, and enhance decision making. Adopting a comprehensive security strategy ensures that the SOC teams can stay ahead of threat with greater speed and accuracy. So once we have these tools and we have integrated them, then it is way easy to figure or to identify threats, to analyze them, understand each and every action that is taking place, and it will help stay ahead of the threats, yeah, and accurate. And now, how can AI support a security operation center? You realize that AI has become a game changer in not just in cybersecurity, but all over all the fields. And some of the ways AI powered or AI can support security operation center is automation, where now it automates repetitive tasks, since AI frees up time for teams to address more complex cybersecurity challenges. Another one is risk management. AI tools assesses policies, uncover hidden data risks, and mitigate crowd risks by continuously analyzing network behavior and patterns. Yeah, unlike human who might end up being fatigued. Then we have threat detection, where AI detects anomalies that may indicate evolving threats, making security effort more proactive. And then we have upskilling opportunities, and tools like Microsoft Security Copilot. This is an AI that provides a plain language interface, allowing security professionals to easily query systems and learn new skills such as using query languages while on the job. Yeah, these some of the ways. Yeah, there are so many other ways that AI can be used in security operation center. Then we have a scenario and a practical application of AI and security tools. This is our third part, and by the end of this part, we'll be able to understand. We'll be able to apply AI and security tools to real-world security operation scenarios. Then analyze and respond to security incidents using security tools and AI. And third, you have to utilize critical thinking skills in cybersecurity context. So the first part is, how should a security operation center address security incidents? So one is effective incident handling and decision making are vital to an organization's cybersecurity strategy. Yeah, it's all based in decision making and how you handle the incident. And when a security alert or a potential threat arises, the security operation teams must rapidly evaluate the situation and act decisively. While AI-driven tools can automate threat detection and offer valuable insight, human judgment remains crucial in determining the best course of action. Responding to security incidents demand a combination of expertise, agility, and ongoing learning. Let me emphasize on human judgment. You hear say that AI is taking our jobs and such, but after it can automate stuff, it can do stuff, but the sole decision sticks to the human judgment. Where now they have to make the final decision. There must be an human intervention. And then we have the last part here that says, as threats continue to evolve, maintaining a strong adaptive response capability is key to staying ahead. Yeah. Then how can security operation center use AI to better detect and respond to threats. Here we can explore to a real-world examples of how AI is used in combination with other tools in the Security Operation Center. And we have the XDR, or now an XDR, or the extended detective. The XDR stops a human operated ransomware attack using an automatic attack disruption, preventing further damage to the system. And then we have the CM, where it is used to leverage security and threat intelligence to investigate a user account anomaly. And before we head to this part here, I want to give some scenarios, or some practical scenarios, where now a SOC can or should address security incidents. Assuming, let's have can have one or two scenarios. First scenario, we can have a ransomware attack scenario, where now we assume that a company's critical files, have been encrypted, and a ransom note has appeared, demanding payment in cryptocurrency. And then you hear the employees report being unable to access essential systems. How would you respond? Let's analyze it from first step. You receive an alert about an unusual file modifications and encryption on multiple endpoints. What will you do first? You can use security tools to analyze logs and identify affected endpoints. That's the first point. You first have to analyze and identify the endpoints that have been affected. And then the second part, where now you realize that the ransomware is spreading to more devices. What will you do? In this case, you use tools for endpoints to isolate. You need to isolate, to contain the affected or the compromised devices and block malicious activities. And then now, after you have contained them, you need to further investigate, because containment just reduced the attack or the spreading of the ransom. Now that you have contained it, you need to further investigate. And how do you go about it? You use the security tools to analyze attack patterns and recommend mitigation steps. After you have understood and the attack patterns, now you begin to come up with the recommendations for mitigation steps. Then lastly, you need to get back to the normal. You need to get back to normal. And what do you do now? You restore from the backups, enforce patching, and update the security policies. And another scenario, and with that you have completed you have handled a ransom attack, a real security incident that has occurred, and you have been able to surface through it. Then another scenario you can use here is unauthorized network access, where now you receive alerts from failed login. There was an attempt. There was several failed login attempts, and the attempts were not just on a random person. They they were on a high privileged accounts. What do you do first? Yeah, you check the logs and alerts for unusual activity. That's the first thing you do. Then what do you do, or how do you determine whether this is a credential compromise? Yeah, you analyze the recent sign-in locations and access patterns. Then you confirm that an attacker has compromised the account. Once you have identified that indeed this was a compromise, what do you do next? You revoke access, reset credentials, and enforce multiple factor authentication. Yeah, this will help mitigate the incident. Then you can enforce conditional access and least privilege principles, where now the high privilege accounts, yeah, have been separated from the least privilege accounts. Yeah, you identify between those people in the higher levels and the low levels, then have the accounts separated. Yeah, then now that was just some scenarios or some examples. Now then, let's head to the fourth part, where now we have best practices for career in cybersecurity. And in this part, we'll explore the Security Operations Center best practices and career paths in cybersecurity. And we are going to dive into the challenges the SOC Operations Center face, such as the skill gaps, tool integration, and lack of automated processes. And we're going to discuss strategies for overcoming them. Also, we'll gain insights into ethical considerations in cybersecurity, including data privacy and responsible disclosure. And lastly, we are going to highlight various career roles in cybersecurity and provide guidance and on required skills and certifications opportunities to advise you to advance your career. So first is to identify the best practice for effective security operations center. Then second, we have to discuss the ethical considerations in cybersecurity and articulate cybersecurity career opportunities and pathways. Right. So as mentioned, what are some of the challenges that security operations centers have? Here are some, just a few. First is limited automation and orchestration, where now the security operations center teams are often overwhelmed by a high volume of alerts and repetitive tasks. AI-driven solutions such as the Microsoft Security Copilot that I mentioned earlier is an AI tool that helps in the Security Operations Center or security. This will help streamline operations by automating threat detection, investigations, and response, allowing analysts to concentrate on more complex threats. We have unstructured processes where now the inconsistent or undefined workflows can slow down incident response. Establishing standardized procedures and using AI-guided playbooks empowers teams to respond quickly and effectively to security incidents. Yeah, and then we have the talent shortages, where now the cybersecurity field faces a significant gap between the demand for skilled professionals and the available talent pool, making it challenging for security operations centers. Sorry, receiving a call here. Minutes. Alright, sorry about that. Just received a call. So we were on talent shortages, where now the cybersecurity field, yeah, there is a gap between the demand for the skilled professionals and the available talent pool, making it challenging for security operations centers to maintain fully staffed teams. And ongoing training and certification programs are essential for closing this gap and preparing next generation of cybersecurity experts, including you. Yeah. Then the fourth challenge is tool overload, where you find now many security operation centers operate with a patchwork to disconnected tools, which can lead to inefficiencies and missed threats. So integrated platforms like Microsoft provide a unified security environment, improving visibility or coordination and response. That's just an example. We have other security environments. Yeah. Then going forward, we have what are the common best practices for the security operation centers. One, here just some a few of them. We have the skilled and evolving workforce. An effective security operation center relies on diverse, well-trained talent across specialties like threat hunting and incident analysis. With a competitive job market, organizations invest in automation, continuous training, and career development to retain talent, close skills gap. Then, second one, we have business aligned strategy, where now the security operation centers must prioritize resources by aligning security efforts with business risks and goals. A clear strategy based on risk assessment and infrastructure and understanding guides staffing needs a decision around in-house versus outsourced operations. Integrated security tools. This is our third practice. To avoid alert overload, security operation centers need interoperable tools that work together seamlessly. Unified platforms powered by AI and automation help streamline operations, reduce noise, and improve focus on high priority threats. And then fourth practice is comprehensive visibility. So now the full visibility across all systems, including third-party environments, is essential to detect and respond to threats quickly. Centralized logging and AI-driven monitoring enable real-time threat detection and faster incident response. Yeah. Then, what are some of the ethical issues that should I consider? Yeah. As cybersecurity evolves, you realize that ethical considerations increasingly influence the conduct and decision-making of professionals in the field. So, let's explore ethical considerations in cybersecurity. One is the data privacy, where now we have the security operation teams must protect sensitive information while detecting threats, maintaining compliance with regulations. Yeah, the GDPR, the FERPA, and the HIPAA. These are some of the acts in privacy regulations. Then we have the responsible disclosure, where discovered vulnerabilities should be reported ethically to the appropriate parties, avoiding misuse or harm. And then we have the professional conduct, where now the security operation center professionals are expected to uphold strong ethical standards, acting transparently, responsibly, and without conflicts of interest. And now, as I mentioned earlier, was to go through some of the careers that exist in cybersecurity and what skills are needed. Yeah. So first is the security operations analyst, security engineer, data hunter, forensic analyst. This is some of I have researched a few of them. There are others. So for the security operation analyst, key responsibility is to monitor alerts and incidents. They investigate threats in real time, and they use the KQL and the CM tools. And also they apply exposure management strategies. What are some of the essential skills that a security operation analyst require? Proficiency in CM. We have Microsoft Sentinel, it's CM. We have WADSA. We have others. Yeah. And then incident response, knowledge of the ISO 2701. Yeah. Then we have ways to build skills. Practice is essential, and then learn through courses and certifications, and you can join even CTF events. Yeah, capture the flag. And then we have the security engineer, whose key responsibility is to design secure network architectures, configure firewalls, IDS and IPS, that is intrusion detection and intrusion prevention systems, perform pen testing, and automate security processes. And some of the essential skills is network security tools like firewalls and VPNs, scripting, Bash and Python, encryption and secure protocols. And then ways to build skills is set up virtual security labs, automate with scripts, complete security engineer learning path. Yeah. And then as a threat hunter, what are some of the key responsibilities? One is proactively search for hidden threats, analyze traffic and endpoint data, develop custom detections, and use threat intelligence. Skills: APT detection, use of threat intelligence platforms like the Defender, TI. These are just examples. Behavior analytics, and then ways to build skills: practice with threat hunting tools, simulations, and APT demos, follow threat intel sources. And then last from my side is forensic analyst, and their responsibility is to investigate compromised systems, recover and analyze digital evidence, conduct malware and analysis, support legal investigations, and some of the skills they require is forensic tool proficiency, evidence recovery techniques, and legal handling of digital data. And ways to build your skills in this is use forensic tools in simulated labs, participate in forensic game study, legal procedures, and we have the KC7, some of the examples where you can learn all this. Yeah. So that's it for this slide. That's it. That also I had from my side, and based on that, I hope we have covered all what we mentioned. We have had an introduction of security operation centers. We have got to see what security operation center is. We have gotten to see an overview of some of the tools in the security operation center, the CM, the XDR, the SOC, and the firewalls, and etc. And some of the technologies that they use. We have come across the scenarios and practical application of AI and security tools, and also we have seen some of the best practices for a career in cybersecurity. We have seen the challenges they face, the best practices. Also, we have seen some of the career paths that you can take us in cybersecurity. So that is, and have a great one, and keep learning. Thank you.